Question: how are you managing financially in Spain? Do you get sent money or you have a job? I don't work job, bitch, I am the job. Hi guys, so I am going to do something new. I am going to have a positive comment of the week, or a positive comment from the previous video that you guys dropped down below. I will attach it and I will give a big shout out to that person that sent out that positive comment. And my positive comment for this video, or for this week, is Katie M. You are amazing. You always comment on my videos and you always spread positivity, and you always have something nice to say about my videos. So thank you so much and I appreciate it. If you guys want to be featured in my positive comment, then be sure to drop a positive comment. Alright, let's get straight into the video. Okay, so what's the worst thing you've experienced being an au pair? The worst thing that I have experienced being an au pair would have to be having petty, stupid fights with the host kids, or sometimes the host mothers or the host fathers, because when that happens, there's lots of tension in the house, and you know, you live with them and that's your home and that's the place you're supposed to feel comfortable and at home. So when you have like an argument or there's some sort of tension going on, you feel kind of like of an outsider and excluded. So for me, that's the worst thing that has happened to me being an au pair. I know that I've not had a scandalous au pair year. I've never, you know, been mistreated. I've never experienced anything bad during my au pair year. So for me, that would have to be the worst thing I've experienced being an au pair. No, it's how do you travel so often? Yes. Well, I save a lot of money wherever I go. During my au pair year, I tried to save as much as I could, and when I had the opportunity to travel, I always grabbed it. So yeah. And how do you travel so often? I'm also trying to think of. I am not rich or anything. I network with people, and when you have friends all over from the world, you are able to travel and go see them. So yeah. Can you please tell us your stats and which college you are going to? Okay, I will make a stats video soon. So stats is basically the numbers that I used to apply to the American colleges, and that is my marks and other like tests that I took. So all the numbers related to me applying to an American college. But just to touch base on my stats, my matric results were pretty good. I got a couple of I got 4 or 5 distinctions. In my stats video, I'll make it pretty clear, but I think I got 5 distinctions or 4. And I had a GPA of 3.8. And I took the ACT and I got 24. It's not really high, it's also not low. It's kind of like average. So yes, the ACT, I took it, didn't get really good marks. That's why I decided to take the ACT instead, which has English, mathematics, reading, and science. So those are the 4 sections, and writing if you want to, but writing is optional, so I didn't do that. And which college am I going to? Well, I'll tell you guys closer to the time, because things can change anytime and I don't want to announce it and then I do not end up going to the college. So yes. When are you going to college? Well, hopefully 2021. The college wanted to do online for this year, and I'm not feeling online school. I'm not the type of online student. I prefer interactive classes. So 2021 is the year I'm supposed to go to college. So we'll see how everything goes. Can you apply in the US universities with math literacy? Unfortunately not. I remember when I wanted to take math lit, because math was like just beating me left, right, center. But no, you cannot. You have to either take a bridging course. Yes, a bridging course of math, pure math, and then you have to take the ACT or the SAT, which has pure math. So you have to first learn all the fundamentals of pure math before you can take those tests to apply. Ojolale mang. Wow, that is in Sesotho. That means who are you dating? Well, let me tell you all. Okay, so I'm dating this Spanish dude and he is like absolutely cute. He is tall, he's got dark hair, he's Spanish mixed with Italian, so he's got the charm, honey. His name is Raul, and
a clown. That's clown shit.
I'm not dating anybody. It's just really a tough year. I do not have the time. I don't think right now. Like, I'm so scared of dating, you know what I mean? So I'm not like mature enough to be in a relationship right now. So I don't know. I don't think so. So no. How was the experience? I guess that is related to au pairing, and I think my experience was pretty amazing. I would probably do it over again. Probably. It's not 100%. It was a blast, really, especially my second year, and not to put down my first year, but in my second year I was living my true absolute best life. So my experience was phenomenal. How did you get started? I think that is also related to au pairing, and how I got started was in grade 10. I didn't know what I wanted to do, so I was like, you know what, let me just do this au pair thing and see how it goes. And yeah, so grade 10. How are you managing financially in Spain? Do you get sent money or do you have a job? Word job, bitch, I am the job. First, like a slow. No, tough times are lasting. Tough times are definitely lasting. So I do not get sent money. I kind of have side piece jobs to help me stay afloat. So yeah. Are we the only country with corona? Every time I see your story, no corona vibes in sight. No. There's definitely corona all over the world. There's corona here in Spain, and now it's targeting younger people, middle-aged people, so it's definitely here. It's just that I hike a lot, so when you go hike or when you go exercise, you do not wear your mask because like low recycled air while you are, no, it's not a good idea. But yes, masks are mandatory when you step out of the house. Everywhere when you go into a store, they are mandatory. So corona is definitely here and alive. Passport must be full. Big SBWL, Sabaweli, I think, which means like I crave for it, I think. Yes. Well, my passport is like, okay, I have 3 visas, 2 American and 1 Schengen visa, so it's alright. I got a couple of stamps though. Yes. How many countries have you been to since you started being an au pair? I've only been to 2 countries, which is the USA and Spain. Oh, hello. And France, because I went to France this weekend. Yes! 3 countries. What is the name of the agency that you used for au pair? I used au pair in America. What au pair agency did you go to and how much did you pay? I went to au pair in America, and their registration fee or whatever the fees that you have to pay, they were around 13,000 Rand. But when I signed up, it was September and they had a sale and they cut like the cost like probably in half. It was 5,000 Rand. So I only paid 5,000 Rand because it was their sale. So yeah. Where did you apply for your scholarship? Well, when you apply to the college, you're given the opportunity to apply for institutional scholarships. And when I applied, I also applied to the institutional scholarships merit, which means based on your academic performance. And I didn't apply for any sports because I don't do athletics or anything like that. That's where you apply. The college that you apply to should have institutional scholarships for you. When would you start applying to colleges if you want to study in 2022? Well, excuse me. Well, I would say not applying, but start preparing April of 2021, because then it gives you April, May, June, July, August, September, October. It gives you 7 months to prepare your application, to ask teachers for recommendation letters, to change your matric certificate into a transcript that like your grades are converted into American grades. It gives you 7 months to do all of that and to write your ACTs and to prepare. The actual due date for your application to apply to an American college is November for early action or early decision, meaning you want to apply early and you want to receive your decision early. And regular decision is around December, January. April of 2021 is my advice to apply, but the actual application process opens around August. So yes. How did you balance your schedule and traveling? Well, in my first year, I wasn't really able to travel that much because the first 6 months I lived in Hawaii, and it's pretty expensive to fly out of Hawaii to go into the mainland, which is America, yes. So yes, I didn't travel a lot in my first year. In my second year though, I did travel a lot, and I had a pretty laid back schedule. So I worked from 7 to 10, and that's basically driving my one kid to school and feeding the dog and walking the dog, and then that was it. So if I finished early, I was off early. So of course I want to sleep in a little bit more because 7 a.m. is too early. So yes, and then from 2 o'clock till 6 o'clock is pick up, tutor, or sports or extracurricular activities, or whatever I need to do, laundry, and I'm off at 6. So that was my schedule. It was pretty laid back. In terms of traveling, my family traveled a lot. Oh my gosh, you guys, I have a blister. It's very visible. But you know what? I am rocking this blister. No. But yes, so my family traveled a lot, so therefore it gave me also some time to travel too by myself. So also you just have to communicate with your host mom and host dad. I had pretty chilled host mom and host dad, and they were absolutely accepting of my desire to travel. So yeah, it was pretty simple. When did you start au pairing? I started au pairing January 2018 and I finished January 2020. How did you grow as an individual from your au pair experience? This is a good question. Thank you for this question. I for sure gained a lot of independence. You know, I was definitely a grandmother's girl because my grandmother raised me. So everything literally from A to Z, 1 to 10, 1 to 100, 1 to infinity was done by her. I didn't do anything. I would just sit back and be like, okay, you know. So the au pair experience have really played a huge part in me gaining loads amounts of independence. I depend on myself. I do not call mommy and daddy, please can you pay for this or pay for that. Everything that I have, everything that I own, everything that I possess, everything that I want to achieve is mainly done by me, by myself. And I for sure I grew a lot in terms of my independence from being an au pair, because as an au pair you have to step up like 100 times. You are responsible for people's children. You are responsible for, you know, a lot of duties. I now also know who I am without my friends, without my family. I know who Lebone is. I know, you know, sometimes you need to, I didn't know who I was because what your friends would tell you who you are and what your family would tell you who you are. So I know who I am and I know what I want in life and I know what I want to achieve, and all of this is going to be done by me. So thanks to the au pair experience, it has done that for me. Dating as an au pair and from SA. Well, when I dated, I did not really have successful relationships, because when you start dating, you realize a lot of things about yourself. And honey, I got a lot of issues, okay? So I only dated, like, in my first year, I really didn't date somebody, but I was talking to someone, and that person had a lot of baggage, and I don't think I was ready for it, because I was 18 years old and I couldn't imagine, you know, yes. And in my second year, I dated a couple of guys, mostly international guys. Honey, I keep it international. Dated a German guy. I dated a guy from the, not Bahamas, but South America. Yes, like he was Afro-Latina. I dated a guy from the US. My point is, I didn't have any issues dating or finding people to date. The only issue is that I don't think I am ready to start dating. And those are all the questions I had from you guys. Thank you so much for responding, and be on the lookout for another Q&A. If you do not follow me on Instagram yet, this is my Instagram. Go check it out. If you have any questions, that's my Instagram. Send me a DM. And if you have not subscribed yet, I would appreciate it if you subscribed, if you like my content, of course, and let's engage in the comment section. And I'll see you guys in the next video.